are you and where you been?
I am Charla, and I have been building a personal brand for 25 years. I have stepped away from YouTube for a minute, but I'm back, baby. And I am on a mission to help ambitious women build a personal brand that helps elevate them to that next level. And every bit of their brand footprint online is cohesive with how brilliant they are on the inside. You know what? It pains me when I meet a woman at a women's event or a conference and they are so brilliant. I'm like, man, this girl has her stuff together. And then I go and search for her website or try and find her on Instagram. And I'm like, wait a second, that brilliant woman that I just met in person does not match who I am finding online. And so my goal is to really marry that with their voice, their style, their presence, their charisma, how they show up online, and make sure that it's conducive across all platforms.
So why YouTube now?
Well, I stepped away from YouTube, honestly, because it wasn't compliant with the company that I was with. And I thought that they were a legacy company. And so I am a rule follower. I like to play by the rules. And so when my YouTube channel was stepping over the compliance line, I decided to step away from that platform. And here's the deal. A year ago, I lost everything. And I say everything because it felt like everything. It felt like I was losing it all. That legacy company changed its pay structure and I lost 99% of our household income overnight. Now, before we lost the income, we had just built our dream home with enough space to care for my aging parents. And both of my parents passed away just months before we lost the income. So it just felt like loss after loss after loss. So I'm done being quiet. And I am back on YouTube and I am on a mission to educate women on how to build a personal brand that feels like them. Because I know we're all out here hustling and we are grinding and we're trying to build this business so we can make the kind of impact and income that we know that we were put on this earth to make. And I see a lot of women building it backwards. They try and build the business without first building the brand. And that is the secret. Like that, I'm just gonna give it to you right here. That is the secret because that is where business actually becomes fun because your business can actually feel like you when you're on brand.
So what I want to know is, what is it you think is the most important first step? And why are you here?
Well, like I said, I've been building a personal brand for 25 years. And business is not just business. Business is personal. And I think that is where there are people that are missing the mark. Because when you build a business based around your brand, meaning you clearly state what you stand for and what you stand against, what's going to happen is you are actually going to reject and move out, push away the people that don't believe the same thing that you believe. And you actually draw in the right people. So not only are you able to build the business that feels fun and authentic to you, but you also build a community of like-minded people. And that is where business feels fun. That's where you can get up every single morning, you put your feet on the ground, and you cannot wait to go and work. And you are so on mission. You are a mission-driven messenger because your business aligns with your brand aligns with your beliefs. I'm not launching a new platform. You are seeing this video on the same YouTube channel that I have had for 15 years and the same 4,000 followers that have somehow, for some reason, still been hanging around because they got bought in on my personal brand early on. They saw me birth my kids. You know, they have been along the journey. They saw me marry my husband and they've been a part of all of these 9 lives that I've created. And so just as I have evolved as a person, as a wife, as a mom, so has my brand. And that is exactly what I help women do, is because who you were 6 months ago isn't the same person that you are today. And in 6 months, you're not the same person that you're going to be at that point. And so your brand evolves. I've evolved. I've grown up. The way that I speak, We've all grown up and we've grown up together. And so I am all about helping you elevate in a way that your brand comes along with you as you learn and you grow, because we're a forever learner, right? If you're not learning, you're dying. And so if you are wanting to lay down old lies, old beliefs about yourself and step into this new version of yourself. And it doesn't have to be glam. It doesn't have to be glamour. And I am here to prove to you that pouring into your personal brand, pouring into your business and your style and understanding that truly helps you understand who you are, and you can communicate in a way that is so much more confident because you fully understand yourself. And so while it may not be glam and maybe something completely different, you're going to understand it. You're going to understand yourself more, and you're going to be able to portray that out of the world in such a more authentic way. And it's a beautiful place to be.
Tell us a little bit about what to expect going forward.
So going forward, I'm going to give you a clear roadmap, a foolproof blueprint that is going to show you step by step exactly how to build your brand, whether you are starting from ground zero or whether you've been building for a while and all those little pieces haven't quite been dialed in yet. I'm going to show you how to start building this brand authority flywheel that once you get it built, customers come effortlessly. And getting dressed is easy. Knowing what you're going to say when the camera goes red, knowing what to say when you pull out your phone and you get on social media, that flywheel is going to be in this like beautiful motion that there is no more being stuck in doom scroll. There's no more looking at a competitor going, why are they getting all the clients and I'm not, when I know I'm smarter than them and I can get those clients better results. That flywheel is going and it's going to be working in your advantage to make business and personal branding effortless.
Is just being good at something enough, or is like having to sell yourself of this and knowing social and not being afraid of the camera? How is that different now than 5 years ago?
The process that I use, it really does allow your brand and who you are authentically to do a lot of the heavy lifting. And so all of that getting on the sales call and closing the deal and ABC, always be closing, your brand can actually be doing the closing for you, which is really cool, because then every time that you get online, you're creating these like raving fans around not just your brand, but who you authentically are. And so by the time someone is ready to buy, there's not this big, I'm trying to convince them to do anything. They're already bought in. And so you're allowing your presence, your charisma, your style to do a lot of that heavy lifting.
There are a lot of self-help and like brand kind of people out there. How are you different?
This is so good. There is no one out there that is marrying voice and how to use your voice in a powerful way and speak from this place of authority, and also marrying that with how you're showing up, how you're putting yourself together, and how you're styling yourself. As you can see, go back, watch old corn-fed videos. My style has evolved over the years. And I will go to my grave forever saying that confidence starts in the closet. And when you understand how to dress yourself based on your personality, the way that your body is built, the way that God made you, and your lifestyle, when you fully understand how to just put yourself together for the day, you show up differently. You speak differently. And so in this new world of like AI, everyone is starting to sound the same, right? Everyone's dressing like the same influencers. I want you to dress like you. I want you to speak like you. I want you to show up where when you walk in the room, heads turn and they say, who is that? Without you even saying a word. And so what sets us apart, and I don't believe that there is anyone out there that is doing this work and this mission field on teaching women, ambitious women who know that they were put on this earth for a bigger reason. They are on mission, that truly teaches them a rule book, a foolproof roadmap on how to put themselves together, fully understand their own personal style, and how to communicate effectively in a way that does all the selling for them with this holistic personal brand that people can't take their eyes off of.
I love that.
It's true. There's no one out there doing this.
Yeah, there's not. There's not.
That's why I feel like I'm so on mission right now. Like I woke up even this morning knowing that I was about to go and batch all these videos. I knew that I'm on my mission field right now. To the outside person, it may seem frivolous, right? Like, oh, she's going to talk about style and take us into her closet and show us. No, it's so much deeper than that. Because if someone doesn't know how to put themselves together, wear the right colors, they're going to stay at home. They're not going to use their voice. They're not going to get out in public and share their beliefs. Whether you align with them or not, it's them being able to be brave enough and confident enough and have enough charisma to step out in the world and use their voice. And if I can teach you just how to put yourself together in a way where you feel brave enough to be seen and go from invisible to undeniable, I have done my job.
Now, are these videos going to go hand in hand with the personal coaching? Can someone watch just the videos and get everything or get just enough? Like, tell us about that.
Yeah, I mean, I will give away the farm. I will tell you all of the secrets, but where the true transformation happens is inside of the program. And I have built an incredible team. It is the team that has gotten me from losing everything and I had nothing to building out a $600,000 business in 1 year. And so I think right now there's women that are so brilliant. They just haven't put the right team around them to help them scale even faster. And so, inside the program is where the magic really does happen. Well, I'll tell you a story. I'll end with this, is that my sweet mom, who I said passed away, before we lost everything. And, I built the corn casita for her out back for her to live in as we cared for her in her old age. But this woman, she always knew how to dress herself. And we came from a town of like 1,200 people, a tiny little town out in West Texas. And she was so fashion forward. You never caught her not put together. She made the oversized blazers cool before oversized blazers were cool. And in 2008, she had a stroke and she was no longer able to stand tall, speak in front of, women's events and organize these big community events. Instead, she was wheelchair bound and couldn't walk and couldn't talk for the last 12 years of her life. Okay. But what I learned through that was my dad, who was her caretaker, me and my siblings and her, she never wanted to be hidden away, right? Like if you've had a stroke, you kind of want anybody to see you. That wasn't my mom. She was like, let me put on the outfit. Let's do my hair. Let's put on the makeup and get me out there. I still want to go and watch your shows when you're singing and playing up on stage. I want to go to your brother's events. I want to go and watch your sister and your brother. And I want to go and watch the grandkids' sports. Don't hide me away. And when we were able to at least put her together where she could go out in public instead of hiding, that was proof that it's not frivolous. Knowing how to put yourself together and feeling confident just by putting on the right outfit and the colors and the makeup can change the world. So I know that there are people that are not wheelchair bound. They can walk and they can talk and they still hide away in their house. And I'm here to tell you and show you that there is a clear path forward on how to understand yourself and how to put yourself together and speak with authority, where you can go out and make the kind of impact and income that you know that you were made for. You know you're playing small, and it's time to go out and put yourself out into the world and make that change, because you know it. You are made for a bigger stage and you're hiding away. So come on, I've got a clear path forward for you. So if my story today, my coming back on YouTube has struck a chord with you, subscribe, comment below, and let me know what you want to hear from me. I am an open book and I will try and make as many videos as I can here on YouTube to give you that clear path forward. So I love you guys. This is going to be so much fun.